Next on Eyewitness News at 11, a community threatened by flooding in the South Valley gets answers tonight about what's to come in the months ahead. The news is next.
I used to pre-rinse dishes because my old detergent didn't actually get them clean. But new Cascade Platinum Plus has me doing dishes differently.
Scrub, soak, nope. I just scrape, load, and I'm done.
Only Platinum Plus is bigger, with double the Dawn grease fighting power and double the scrubbing power. So you can load this and get this. I'm not the type to break the dish rules. Or am I? Scrape, load, done. New Cascade Platinum Plus. Dare to dish differently.
What do we always say, son? Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
They only pay for what you need.
That's my boy.
Stay off the freeways. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
New chicken nuggets from KFC?
Everybody's gonna want these. Let's eat these inside.
Try new Kentucky Fried Chicken Nuggets. You've never had nuggets like these.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Weeknights on CBS.
The FBI's will return.
That's great to hear. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Okay.
FBI, FBI International, FBI Most Wanted.
Miss you already.
The FBI's on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Who has what it takes to become America's best? This is the Challenge USA.
Check your cameras. Trust only the best. Protect your family, home, or business with 24/7 armed response.
Perimeter secure.
Remember, Amera guards it.
This is Murrow and Emmy Award-winning CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 11.
A more informed Corcoran. I think it's going to be a more relaxed Corcoran.
Getting the big picture on how they're handling the flooding, folks in Kings County get answers tonight. We have team coverage for you and your family. Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace has our pinpoint weather forecast.
But first, CBS 47's Juanita Adame shows us the town hall meeting held in Corcoran tonight.
Well, lots of information was covered tonight, everything from flood insurance questions to snowmelt and even mosquito problems. Officials wanted residents to be prepared for what's to come in the next few months. Richard Valle, Kings County Supervisor for District 2, said there was one goal for tonight's town hall meeting in the city of Corcoran.
A more informed Corcoran. I think it's going to be a more relaxed Corcoran.
Getting accurate and up-to-date information out to concerned residents.
We want to make sure we came with a good panel.
Officials with Kings County Fire and the Sheriff's Office, as well as the Department of Water Resources, were among the experts at today's meeting.
I believe we have a good, solid panel who can answer those questions on the spot.
Frank Bonilla has lived in Corcoran for more than 70 years.
I think I've been through 4 floods, and I worked, in all of them.
He was in the crowd today along with about 100 other community members.
I felt good before I got here. I feel a little bit better.
Bonilla was glad to hear tonight that floodwaters may not reach the town of Corcoran after all, and evacuations are not likely.
I know that we're not going to flood. If God wants us to flood, we're going to flood. That's the only way we're going to flood.
The Kings County Sheriff told residents tonight that although they've got plenty of room to work with and evacuations are not likely, they still want residents to be prepared in case anything were to change suddenly. Reporting in Corcoran, Juanita Adames, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Our team coverage continues. We were colder today, and we are not done cooling down.
Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace has a first look at our pinpoint weather forecast.
That's right, a pretty big difference today. Yesterday, we were in the mid and upper 90s. Today, some of you struggled to hit 90, and we're all going to be back into the 80s tomorrow. Let's go ahead and give you a look outside with our Valley Cam network. This is going to be a quick time lapse from our CBS 47 studio camera showing all the sunshine that we had, especially this afternoon and evening. And heading into tonight, we are clear, But again, it's all about the temperature. 65 right now, Fresno, 68 Hanford, 50s for those of you in the North Valley. It is going to be much cooler tonight, with many of you dropping back into the 50s for your lows. Here's a look at our 24-hour temperature change. Those numbers I just showed you, much cooler compared to this point yesterday by 10 to 15 degrees. So again, this is a very noticeable difference. Tomorrow we'll start out near 60 at 6 a.m., noon temperature up to 75, and we will spend the afternoon in the 80s. Actually an average day. I'll let you know how long we'll stick with average temperatures in your pinpoint weather forecast coming up. First, we'll send it back to Brian.
All right, Lauren, thank you. Well, we're learning new details here tonight about the brother and sister who drowned in the Kings River. They've been identified today as 8-year-old Victoria Barajas and 4-year-old Santiago Barajas. The siblings were swept away by fast-moving water in the Kings River around 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon, not too far from Pine Flat Dam. Fresno County Sheriff's deputies say that they were not wearing life jackets. That area of the river was closed because of the dangerous conditions. The San Joaquin River is now closed in all of Madera County. The sheriff's office says the conditions there are just simply too dangerous and life-threatening. Access to the river has already been banned in Fresno and Merced counties for the past couple of months.
I would ask people to look to the events of Fresno County. Please heed the closures. They're there for a reason. I will stress that anybody that is found in violation of those closures stands a very real risk of being charged.
As far as the holiday weekend goes, officials are asking for you to find other ways to have fun and cool off by using lakes and swimming pools. And for continuing coverage of the flooded conditions, of course, stay with Eyewitness News right here on TV and online at yourcentralvalley.com. New at 11 this afternoon, the Selma Police Department held its first swearing-in ceremony since Officer Gonzalo Carrasco was shot and killed in the line of duty on January 31st.
CBS 47's Jennifer Ortega joins us live in studio. And Jen, you had a chance to talk with the police chief.
Catherine, I did. Police Chief Rudy Alcaraz says today's ceremony was special. Now, 4 months after the passing of Officer Carrasco, this swearing was with 12 new personnel into the department, and he says it's bittersweet.
This is special because it reminds us that we have a job to do and we're going to continue to move forward.
It was a sea of Selma police and fire, along with their families.
We are recognizing the efforts of the police department.
Today's swearing-in ceremony, the first new addition to the Selma police force after the passing of Officer Gonzalo Carrasco.
Though we're going through this tragic loss, and it'll be recovery for many years to come, but having some new personnel reminds them of why they do what they do and the dangers that they face.
Selma Police Chief Rudy Alcaraz held a moment of silence before starting the ceremony in honor of Officer Carrasco, who was shot and killed while responding to a report of suspicious activity outside of a home.
Unfortunately, we lost a brother of ours, Gonzalo Carrasco, in January of 2023. During that time, we were on a big hiring push because we were short-staffed.
12 new police personnel were sworn in today. Within the 12, 5 new police officers were introduced and pinned with their new badges in front of their family and friends.
If I can have a round of applause for these young officers.
The Chief Alcaraz says the support staff on the department are just as crucial.
A lot of people forget that we're doing a lot of work back there. You know, we're trying to help people as much as possible. We're trying to help the officers out as much as possible.
Marianne Yanni already being recognized for her work as a dispatcher and helping track down a suspect.
It's nice to be out here. We were really supported by the whole entire community when, unfortunately, Officer Carrasco was falling in line of duty. So the whole community came out. They supported Selma.
When you lose someone like Gonzalo Carrasco, it tugs on the heart a little bit, but you have to put your happy face on and move forward. And though the reality is there are dangers in our business, I believe we train our people very well. We give them the right tools and the support to do a difficult job.
And Chief Alcaraz says the 12 new additions to the force have already been doing a good job behind the scene and out in the community. In the studio, Jennifer Ortega, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Jen, thank you. A 2-week crackdown on a Fresno neighborhood results in hundreds of arrests and dozens of guns seized. Fresno police say that Operation Safe Neighborhoods took 51 guns and rifles off the street. 279 people were arrested, and of those, 139 were felony arrests. Nearly 60 of the people behind bars tonight are said to be gang affiliated. Fresno's police chief says that they started this operation to try and stop violent crime during the summer months.
Typically in the spring, early summer, that's when we see a spike. Overall crime is down 16% this year, but I really focus on violent crime because that's our highest priority.
Chief Balderrama says that operations like these are proving that there are fewer guns in circulation that are in the wrong hands.
The epidemic on open-air drug use downtown San Francisco reached a critical mass today. City's mayor was shouted down as she tried to talk about the situation and the possible solutions, calling the state of downtown a humanitarian crisis. A volatile reaction to San Francisco Mayor London Breed as she took to the microphone outside the city's UN Plaza for a public meeting to address rampant drug use that some say is destroying the fabric of the city.
What I experienced growing up with the open-air drug dealing and drug using and the challenges of poverty and the crime and the violence, it's not a new problem.
The mayor went on to say that San Francisco has been pouring millions of dollars into programs to deal with issues like homelessness and open-air drug use, but things continue to deteriorate.
On the one hand, we want change and we want to hold people accountable, and on the other hand, we're willing to let people get away with murder.
The mayor was flanked by the Board of Supervisors as she addressed a crowd that was for the most part hostile.
And what we are doing is not working. And in fact, our local resources have increased, but it has not dealt with the problem based on the magnitude of what we're experiencing.
Breed continued to say that the city's problems are so severe that she's willing to put her job on the line to tackle the problem.
I am putting everything on the line. I am doing this job without fear of losing it, because at the end of the day, when you know what it feels like to grow up in chaos, you want nothing more than change. Well, you want nothing more than something better for the kids and the next generation of people who are growing up in the midst of this chaos.
Officers had to intervene after a woman allegedly threw a brick at a group of high school students attending the meeting, hitting one of the teenagers. The woman was quickly arrested and hauled off in handcuffs. The meeting was cut short and even moved inside. The president of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors wrote a letter to Breed demanding the city shut down all open-air drug dealing within 90 days. And part of the letter sent to Mayor Breed by Aaron Peskin, president of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, reads, quote, if this is a crisis, as has often been stated, then the city needs to treat it as a crisis and oversee coordination of executive branch departments with regional, state, and federal agencies.
New at 11, the Los Angeles City Council voting to allow robot dogs to be used by the police department there. But a quarterly report on those robots must be submitted to the City Council to review. Activists push back against the robot, fearing it would unfairly target communities of color. The dog normally costs just over $250,000. However, one is being donated to the department by the LA Police Foundation. We have continuing coverage on a story we first told you about last night. It appears a man intentionally crashed a U-Haul truck into a barricade about 100 yards from the White House fence. A 19-year-old Missouri man is in custody. Investigators say the suspect was carrying a Nazi flag. A court filing says that after the first crash near Lafayette Square, the man backed up and hit the barriers a second time.
It looks like all of the law enforcement agencies that work in that area hand in hand did exactly what they were supposed to do. The barriers prevented the individual from getting into the park area.
The suspect told Secret Service agents that his goal was to get to the White House, seize power, and be put in charge of the nation, and that he would even kill the president. The man appeared in court today for damaging U.S. property. He's due back in court tomorrow for other charges.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is expected to kick off his run for president tomorrow during a live chat with Elon Musk on Twitter. The announcement will come during a live audio conversation with Musk and a moderator. It is set for 3 in the afternoon our time. Today, Musk said that the Twitter launch doesn't mean that he's endorsing DeSantis or any other Republican at this time. Recent polls of Republican voters show DeSantis trailing badly behind former President Donald Trump.
Coming up on Eyewitness News at 11, don't get between a man and his hot pocket. An argument over food sends a Kentucky man to the hospital.
Plus, if you're looking for work, a Valley Casino has about 100 job openings. We have all the details in the upcoming job fair.
But first, here are the winning numbers for tonight's Mega Millions drawing. It's worth $150 million. We're back in a little over a minute.
Did you know that over 700 kids enter the foster care system every day?
700?
700.
Just talking about foster care can help foster care.
Okay, let's try this.
Donate your small talk.
1,000 positions hiring. Endless opportunity. Benefit from world-class training. A 6-figure starting salary. And make a positive difference in your community. Apply now, scan the code, or visit jointhechp1000.com.
My ex hid our money and tried to take the kids from me. I called Atlantis Private Investigations and got the proof I needed to get my children and our future back.
I'm Michael from Atlantis Private Investigations. Let's talk. Your answers are here.
Hey everybody, tonight at The Late Show, I'm joined by Jennifer Gardner and a dozen adorable puppies. Her rider is very specific.
Tonight on CBS. Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by W Furniture. CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 11 with Catherine Hurd, Brian Dorman, and Pinpoint Weather with Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace on CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Oh boy, this is unbelievable. New here at 11 o'clock, I guess do not deprive a man of his hot pocket. 64-year-old Clifton Williams is accused of shooting his roommate in the butt because he ate his last hot pocket. It almost sounds like a skit on SNL, doesn't it? Happened for real, though, in Louisville, Kentucky. The roommate survived and is expected to be okay. Williams, there he is, smiling in his mugshot, is facing a charge of assault. It's unclear tonight if the two will still be living together. Attorney General Rob Bonta goes after Walmart, accusing it of selling illegal weapons to Californians.
Walmart will now pay $500,000 to Merced, Yolo, and Ventura counties. Bonta says Walmart and some of its third-party vendors sold 250 brass knuckles to California customers online. Brass knuckles are considered a deadly weapon under California law.
It is unacceptable, let's be clear, that Walmart sold such dangerous weapons or even made their site available as a marketplace for their sale.
People trust Walmart, and when they see things listed on Walmart, they assume that they're legal. And someone who is, say, just walking down the street caught with one of these items by a police officer could very well be charged with a crime.
Walmart responded to the settlement, saying they're committed to being a trusted store and believe that their policies comply with California law.
In the South Valley now, the Tachi Palace Casino Resort will host an official ribbon-cutting ceremony tomorrow, celebrating its property-wide renovations, which include a couple of new bars and a redesigned table game pit area. The ribbon cutting is at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. It'll be held by the members of the Tachi Yokut Tribal Council and the Tachi Palace leadership team. And new here at 11 o'clock, Eagle Mountain Casino in Porterville is holding a job fair tomorrow. They are looking for nearly 100 new team members. The positions include a whole slew of things: cashiers, cocktail servers, dishwashers, even bus drivers. Hiring event will run from 9 till noon tomorrow. The casino team will be collecting resumes and conducting on-site interviews, so dress to impress if you're going. It will be held at the casino's new event center.
South Valley Dairies getting back on track after the storms and evacuations in March. That story right after your Pinpoint weather forecast.
And right now I do have your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Your top pollens, oak, privet, and olive. Medium levels tomorrow, down to low medium Thursday, and then up to medium on Friday. We certainly felt a cool down today. Temperatures do drop again tomorrow. I'll take a look at 80s in your Pinpoint weather forecast next.
The Valley cities are always growing, always changing. I'm going to find out what challenges these communities face and what's promising on the horizon. Watch Meeting with the Mayors Thursdays live on Eyewitness News.
It's the final lap of Central Valley Honda dealers' Race to Save. Better make your move now for winning deals on every new Honda. Like 3.9% APR on CR-V, with a new hybrid delivering up to 43 mpg. 2.9% APR on Passport, with loads of cargo space and available all-wheel drive. And 3.9% APR on Pilot, with 3-row seating and Honda Sensing Standard. But you better step on it. Our Race to Save event ends Memorial Day.
Spring is in the air at the Best RV Center in Turlock. Voted #1 selling RV dealer in California, Best RV offers a huge selection of new and used RVs at the lowest prices with no hidden fees. From Class A, B, and C to travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and more, Best RV has something for every lifestyle and budget. Now through the end of May, take advantage of amazing discounts with Best RV's Memorial Day sales event. For the best selection at the best prices on all current inventory, visit bestrv.com today.
This is how legends are. 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Head to your Central Valley Chevy dealers today for exciting Memorial Day offers all month long on the legendary Silverado. Get $5,250 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
It's never happened. America has never defaulted on its debt. But John Duarte and Republicans in Congress keep pushing us closer. See, instead of making the wealthy pay their fair share, Duarte voted to take away things we depend on. Funding for education, Medicaid, even veterans' health care. All while protecting tax breaks for billionaires and big corporations. So tell John Duarte, stop pushing America into default and start looking out for us.
Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by Steel. Now, your CBS 47 pinpoint weather forecast.
Good evening and welcome back. I'm Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace, and we are ending another hot day with temperatures in the 90s, but this ends our stretch of 90s that we've been feeling for about a week and a half at this point. 85 degrees is our average high. So again, it's hot for this time of the year, but we are going to feel our temperatures drop back tomorrow. We'll be down to average, and we're actually going to stay there for a couple of days. So we do have some 80s on the way. Right now, it is 65 degrees in Fresno, 63 Visalia, 64 Lemoore, Los Banos. You are in the 50s. You've been cool for much of today. 60 degrees right now, Mariposa. All these numbers are much cooler compared to this point yesterday by a lot. A 14-degree difference in Fresno. You're cooler by 14 degrees Visalia, 13 in Madera. So again, this is very noticeable. And like I mentioned, we'll drop down a little bit again tomorrow. Wind right now, 5 to 10 miles per hour for much of the valley. A little more of a breeze if you're in Los Banos, 15 miles per hour. And again, notice it's out of the west. This is something that we've been talking about for several days now, really bringing some of that cooler air off of the ocean through the pass. So as we go into tonight, we are going to be seeing the wind stay at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. At times, we'll be feeling that breeze. The Merced River in Yosemite still has the flood warning. There are flooded areas in the valley. Also, that river is running very high and very fast, so it's best to keep your distance from the flooded areas and from the river if you're heading to the valley. Last 12 hours, radar satellite loop. We had a lot of sunshine today. Afternoon hours, we had this band of clouds moving through. That's long gone, so we're still clear now. And I also want to point out that the Sierra did stay pretty quiet today. We weren't tracking those scattered showers and storms that we had been for the last several days. The Sierra will continue to get a break from these showers tomorrow as well. So here's our forecast, 11 this evening through tonight. Mostly clear overnight. Here's 7 a.m. tomorrow. Valley will see sunshine tomorrow along with the Sierra. Tomorrow night, we stay mostly clear. Here's 7 a.m. Thursday. More sunshine on Thursday, but I think the high country will see that chance for a few showers and storms return in the afternoon hours. That chance will stick with us as we get into the weekend as well. For tonight, cooler temperatures. We're set down to 53 for your low, 82 tomorrow afternoon. Madera, 83. Fresno, 59 tonight, 85 tomorrow. Selma, 85 degrees as well. Hanford 54 tonight, 85 tomorrow. Corcoran, we have 85 on the way for you. Heading into the foothills, Oakhurst 48 tonight, 78 tomorrow. Auberry, you'll be at 75 with sunshine. And for those of you in Springville, 53 tonight, and then you'll be at 81 degrees tomorrow. Good air quality, Merced, Madera, and Kings counties tomorrow. Fresno, Tulare counties, you will be in the moderate category. On to your extended forecast, 85 tomorrow. We'll stick with the mid-80s Thursday. Friday down to 83. A touch warmer Saturday at 86, and then we'll bump those up to the upper 80s Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. State. In the Sierra, sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures will reach the 60s. Again, Thursday's the day where we'll see that slight chance for a shower storm return in the afternoon. That slight chance sticks around Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then sunshine early next week. There's your forecast. We'll send it back to Brian and Catherine.
All right, Lauren, thank you so much. Well, dairy operators in Tulare and Kings County say they are really thankful to be able to return to the normal rhythm of feeding, milking, and calving.
And that's after historic flooding in March burst levees and forced dairies to rapidly evacuate their cows. Tulare County is California's leading milk and milk products producer. Kings County ranks 4th. Thousands of cattle were evacuated during the storms. While most have returned to dairies, they are being closely watched by veterinarians for stress, which can open the doors for disease. As of today, no spikes in cattle illness have been noted.
Coming up, we'll check in with Derek Carr as he takes to the practice field for the first time as a Saint. And Buchanan baseball punches its ticket to another Valley title game, and a young sophomore is the hero. Sports Central's next.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go out and have s'more fun. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's crispy. Anyone?
This Memorial Day, shop the largest selection of hybrid and electrified vehicles from the most reliable brand on the road. Toyota, let's go places.
This is the most exciting moment in painting, when the frog tape comes off. When all the swatches, samples, prep, and pride depend upon Frog Tape's best-in-class paint block technology to keep paint out and keep lines sharp. From long stretches of baseboards to complicated corners around windows to crown molding that will have you asking, what room should we paint next? Frog Tape, when it matters most.
We are at Best RV, the largest RV center in the state of California. If you're new to RVing or if you've been doing it for years, this is the place to come. We're with Niles, and Niles, we all know that it comes down to price and selection. But take a look at this. I mean, you have rows and rows to choose from.
Yes, almost exit to exit, almost a mile. And we have all of it from Class A, Class B, Class C, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy hauler, destination trailers, even a pop-up tent trailers.
You've got it all, and we are centrally located in Turlock, right off Highway 99. It's very convenient, but you can start that RV journey by shopping online from home.
Yes, they could go to our website at bestrv.com. They could check the models, pictures, photo, price, and all the specification they need. They could contact us by email or by phone, or they could come in person and check it out.
You can answer all their questions. Thanks a lot, Niles. Some great information. And this is the time. During the entire month of May, save up to 40% off of MSRP. All units must go, so go to bestrv.com.
When I got hurt in a car wreck, I had so many questions.
After a car wreck, call us. We'll speak with you for free and answer all your questions.
Dunnion Law got me $450,000.
Call DUNNION.
CBS 47 is on your side. Contact us for Eyewitness News Investigates.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go out and have s'more fun. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's crispy. Anyone?
This Memorial Day, get low 3.99% APR on Camry or lease for $379 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
Avoid foods that can cause inflammation, such as red meats and refined carbs. Try to eat healthy foods, such as lean meats, leafy greens, and berries.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
Derek Carr was on the field as a Saint for the first time Tuesday as New Orleans held their first voluntary workout of the offseason. Derek also sharing with the media why he ended up choosing the Saints.
Yeah, I downplay a lot of things, but I came here for one reason and one reason alone, that's to win. And I believe that, I can do that. I believe that in myself. I believe in my teammates. I believe in this organization that they can help me do that. Because I can't do it by myself. No one can.
These initial OTA workouts aren't in full pads and usually involve a lot of individual work. Now, according to John Hendricks, who covers the Saints for SI.com, Derek was sharp in Tuesday's workout, completing 6 of 6 in 7-on-7, and both his passes in the team period. By the way, Hendricks also kept stats for ex-Bulldog Jay Kaner, who you see here, and wrote that the rookie 4th-round pick went 0 for 2 in 7-on-7, 2 for 3 in the team period. Meantime, the 4-team Mountain West Baseball Tournament will get started Thursday at Fresno State. And in a quick double elimination tourney like this, the Dogs have to feel pretty good about having two quality starters like Eshawn Henderson and Roman Angelo available to start their first two games. Both these guys are in the conference's top 10 in ERA.
Two real competitors and guys that want to be in that situation and want the ball in their hand in those games, and that's what you want as a coach, to feel good about the guys, having the right guys out there trusted with the game in hand.
Henderson, the junior lefty from Clovis West, will get the ball on Thursday. He led the Mountain West in strikeouts, was second in ERA during the regular season. From the current Diamond Dogs to a former one who went deep again Tuesday night. It was Aaron Judge's 14th of the season, 8th in the last 9 games. Now, this tied the game in the 9th, and the Yanks went on to beat the Orioles in 10 innings. New York is 15-5 in their last 20. Finally, that video from Tuesday, a little better than the rest. It's Bemis's best. How do you kind of stay in there? That feels good in Fresno, I think. You know, there was a post-game party at Buchanan Tuesday night, and Bears sophomore Tyler O'Toole, the biggest reason why. He threw 4 critical innings on the bump as the Bears' D1 semifinal went into extra innings against Stockdale. Bottom of the 9th now here, O'Toole delivering a walk-off RBI single to center. Go crazy, Bears. That punched Buchanan's ticket to Saturday's D1 championship game. And perhaps more importantly, it also gets Tyler and the Bears a coveted spot in Bemis's best. Without running everybody there. Now, softball-wise, both Central and Bullard won Tuesday, so they're going to play Saturday for the D1 title there. And how about Dos Palace and Orange Cove, guys? Both their softball and baseball teams have advanced to section championship games. Pretty cool.
All right, congratulations to them all. Thank you so much, Scott. Well, a parade of graduates, Clovis Unified seniors, taking a stroll down memory lane at their former elementary schools. That story right after the break.
The GMC Sierra with hands-free driving. It rocks. Step up to GMC with 0.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on Sierra light duty models. We are professional grade GMC.
More and more people are hiring Jacoby & Myers. Why? We get insurance companies to pay up to 10 times more. That means more medical and financial assistance, more attorneys, more experience, more wins. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
At Rally's, I'm in the driver's seat. Give me that $5 meal deal with a Rally burger. Better yet, make it a mushroom Swiss burger with that mushroom sauce. With 8-piece white meat chicken bites, Rally's famous seasoned fries, and a drink for just $5. Yeah, all of that. Can I get a mushroom? My $5 meal deal with a mushroom Swiss burger. Whatever you order, own it at Rally's. Get all that flavor delivered.
When I think of loyalty, I think of Ginger. Ginger is an OG, not what you think. It means original gamer.
OG since '87.
She's been at Table Mountain from the very beginning. She has a history of big wins. I know, I've seen it. Machine after machine. Cha-ching! Shocker! Look who won again. Lucky day, Ginger. Table Mountain Casino Resort.
Disaster and damage can strike anytime. It's good to know the professionals at Servpro have the training and equipment to get your life back on the right track. Whether it's water, fire, or storm damage, for restoration and cleaning, count on Servpro of Clovis, Visalia, Fresno, and Shaver.
Your life is important. Your family and your community count on you every day. But when you are hurt on the job, all of that can be taken from you. That's why you need Barry Smith and Bartell. Our attorneys understand how devastating a workplace injury can be and are dedicated to helping you secure the benefits you deserve. Call today and let us get you back to what's most important, your life. Barry Smith and Bartell, bringing justice to injured workers.
Coming up tomorrow on Eyewitness News this morning, we introduce you to a new room at the Golden State Warriors to help people with sensory overload.
And weather-wise, the chilly conditions will continue. Join us in the morning.
Well, this is really fun. Several Clovis Unified Schools took part in a parade of graduates, and they will all week.
They were greeted by cheers from younger students today. Take a look. This special event has seniors dressed in cap and gown returning to their elementary schools. They were greeted by former teachers and cheered by the younger students. Seniors from all 5 Clovis Unified High Schools are taking part in the event. Congratulations to the graduates.
That's really a neat idea, just to think about going back to where you started and look how far you've come.
And I bet they think, oh my gosh, those kids are so small. And the school looks so small.
Some of those little kids are thinking, whoa.
Yeah, exactly. Those are big kids.
That's what a senior looks like.
Yeah.
All right, last look at the weather before we go.
All right, we are feeling a cool down. Mid-80s tomorrow. That's actually average. We'll stick with 84 Thursday, 83 Friday, mid-80s as well Saturday, and then just a touch warmer Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
All right, that will do it for this edition of Eyewitness News at 11.
Stay tuned for The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Have a great night.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Same day eye exam, same day glasses. 2 pairs plus eye exam for only $79.
Fire up the engines for the Indy 500. IndyCar champion Joseph Newgarden joins Morning in America live to talk life behind the wheel and his role in the new CW special series, 100 Days to Indy. Tomorrow on Morning in America, only on News Nation.
We're serving you. News Nation's mission is to make sure that you promise the viewers fairness and balance, staying in the middle, giving both sides of the story. We're serving all Americans, not just some.
Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, an eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Need help? CBS 47 is on your side. Contact us.
In a new excerpt from Maggie Haberman's forthcoming book, Confidence Man, Donald Trump appears to say he ran for president for the fame. The question I get asked more than any other question, if you had to do it again, would you have done it? The answer is, yeah, I think so. Because here's the way I look at it. I have so many rich friends and nobody knows who they are.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way. It's a joke, casino, but there goes the NDA. It's like you're running out of finances when it hasn't been your day, week, your month, and this is your year. I'll be there for you. You can touch our glowing ball. I'll be there for you. We're an evil cabal. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too.
I don't even know who they are. I never even heard of some of them. Most of them.
It's The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Tonight, White House Online Coup. Plus, Stephen Welcome, Sigourney Weaver, and Zico Zaki. Featuring Louis Cato and The Late Show Band. And now, live on tape from the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York City, it's Stephen Colbert.
Good to see you, my friends. Happy Monday. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm sorry. The rhythm is going to get you. Please have a seat, everybody. Welcome one and all to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Cole.